So what do you think about scam? Well, the first thing that comes to my mind is that I want to find them and beat the hell out of them. Well, no, sorry, that's a crime. But they deserve to be punished anyways. So viewers, we get more and more news about people getting scammed nowadays. With the advancement of technology, especially artificial intelligence, the scammers have become way too smart. They have hundreds of ways to scam your money. So in this video, we will talk about the most common ways that people get scammed. And we will teach you how to avoid them, most importantly. So stay tuned.
Hi guys, welcome to this new episode of the Debaters.
Hello.
I am Kwan Yu.
I'm Jason.
Make sure you pay attention because this video could save your life.
真的吗？
Without further ado, let's start.
又开始了，这没完了吗？你
So the first one, virtual kidnapping. Well, the way this scam operates involves a victim receiving a phone call that seems to be coming from a family member. So however, in reality, it's actually a scammer who has manipulated the caller ID to make it look like it's the family member's number. So subsequently, the scammer will actually fake that they have kidnapped this family member or friend.
Wait. It means right, they sort of know your mom's number, and then it's not your mom's number, but then it will show on your phone that it's your mom's.
Exactly.
Sure.
It's not unknown number anymore. It shows mom. If you say your mom's number as mom. Yes.
It's very smart way.
Yep. And when you pick up the call, they say, "Have your kids hostage. Give me money. I'm gonna release them."
No, not like that one. I know. They will make the kids cry first. The moment when you answer the call, the kid will cry at the background first.
Yeah. So they will usually have someone in the background who is screaming or yelling or crying and make fake noises. Well,
Save me, Papa! Like that.
yeah. And well, the only reason why they want to do that is to make you think that that's actually your kid and they are demanding you to pay them money or else your kid's gonna get killed. So all these noises in the background are just there to interrupt with your common sense, to make you panic and to make you believe that, oh, my kids might really be kidnapped and I'll need to pay them to get them back.
And then,
So
honestly, you'll be panicked at one point.
exactly. So sometimes how they will do this is the scammer, they will go onto the social media and try to find people who are on vacation because their family members might be more likely to get kidnapped while they are traveling. So especially right now with all the human trafficking cases we have in Thailand, Myanmar, and we have seen a lot of cases happening around us. So the problem is getting worse with the advancement of technology that the scammers are now able to use artificial intelligence to clone your family member's voice or image so that they could video call you to convince you that, well, your family member is actually kidnapped.
My dad kena before.
Oh, how did that happen?
Like, someone called, my dad answered, and then someone's crying behind. Like they made a girl my age crying behind at the background there. And my dad thinks it was me.
So did your dad pay any money to them?
And then he shouted my name. Amir, is that you? Then they know my name is Amir already. Then they say, oh, your Amir is with me.
Did your dad pay anything?
No, my dad didn't pay because the moment when he answers the call, as in the scammer answers the call, he sort of spoke in, the China accent.
喂，犹太，
Immediately my dad was like, okay, this is a scam.
All right, your dad's very smart. Your dad's very smart.
Yeah.
Good for you. Good for you.
牛掰！
Well, especially right now, so how are they able to clone your voice in the first place? So I'm sure that we receive a lot of calls from unknown number nowadays. So it could be promoter, it could be the postman posting the parcel you order online. And a lot of times, believe me or not, scammers. So when you pick up the phone and when you hear no one is speaking on the other side, you will say, hello? 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 Anybody there? If you realize no one is speaking, then you hang up the call.
Oi, don't play around with the phone lah.
So with the technology the scammers have right now, they are able to clone your hello into a proper sentence that they will then use your voice, your own voice, to call your family members. Oh mom, I'm not being kidnapped, send them the money, and then they will release
If I'm not
me.
mistaken, ChatGPT actually can do that. They'll sort of clone your voice and then they'll AI a whole sentence out.
Yeah, there are a lot of technology nowadays, especially with artificial intelligence, so they are becoming smarter and smarter with all the technology we have. So here comes the problem.
So technology help both sides. Technology, advanced technology actually help with cybersecurity, but it actually can help another way around.
So here comes the problem, and most importantly for you guys, how to avoid this from happening. The easiest way to do this is you can install a phone number checker app on your phone, and there are many apps on the market right now, so you can decide which is the best for you. I have one with me right now as well.
I'm pretty sure iPhone has it on
A
its
lot,
own.
yeah. No, iPhone has not.
iPhone doesn't have it.
But if you want a better one, you can just install it. There are a lot of them.
Oh, I thought iPhone has it on its own. But anyways,
It's not going.
Huawei has it on its own.
But a good phone number checker app will help you to block calls from potential scammers, or they will warn you about unrecognized phone number. So if you really receive calls like this, well, please do not get panic. Well, discuss it with your friends and family, and if necessary, report it to the police. And that
Like what he did.
Yeah, I reported to the police.
And he changed the whole phone number.
Yeah, because of the scammer. And determine what's the best step to take. So remember, if you receive a call like that, be very calm, as all the scammers want is to play with your emotions so that they can get whatever they want. So be smart.
看着你，我怎么能冷静下来呢？
Well, number 2, work scam. Well, this is actually the most famous scam around us, or also famously known as My G Zai. So they are currently targeting the countries in Southeast Asia, which Malaysia is one of them, and China, of course. So the scammer organizations,
Most of the scammers come from China.
Exactly. So they will get like different agency to spread the news that they are now recruiting
Well,
for
actually now
workers.
Myanmar also got a lot.
Oh, Southeast Asia. So they will spread the news that they are now recruiting for workers to work overseas, and they will always aim for younger people that they want to get an easy but also a high-paid job. So most importantly, they will tell you, well, we have very good working environment, we don't have toxic boss, our boss don't scold you.
And
well,
you can earn a lot.
yeah, you get different facilities, and believe me or not, some of them even offer private car or private house where they accept the offer to work overseas. So we all know where they will end up at the end. This is very sad. And we all know they will end up being sent to northern Myanmar, and they are forced to become scammer there. Well, personally, I'm very, very impressed at how professional they are in training the people to become scammer, as they have a standardized system or program to train people how to be a good scammer, to scam other people.
They have like sort of like a master or like a teacher to literally lecture them, like teach them step by step how to scam people.
Yeah, the teachers are better than your school teachers.
And you can't fail. If you fail, you end up being in a very bad place.
So right now, with the assistance of artificial intelligence, well, each of them will be set a KPI that they have to hit. Like for example, they are required to send message to at least 100 people every day with the hope that some of them will be tricked or scammed.
Oh, it depends on which type of scam it is. Certain types of scam, actually most of them, they will, for the first few weeks, for the first about 2 weeks like that, they will just look for people and then talk to people, sort of like a love scam or like something. Literally, they will not scam you first. They will just talk to you, like sort of make you think that they just want to make friends. And then until when they gain your trust, then they will start telling you about all these things like, can you give me money? I'm trapped at somewhere, or like I have this business, blah 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 blah. Do you want to join my business? And then it requires only how much, and then you can earn how much back.
So that's how we do nowadays.
Yeah, it's very smart.
Yeah, okay. So, and what if they don't hit the KPI? So normally for guys, there will be beaten up, or more seriously, water torture. And worst come to worst, that if the organization doesn't see any value in them anymore, the chizai or they would then be sold to another organizations, which is another scammer organization, or the organizations, in the worst case, they will take out their organs and sell it. Yeah, it's not like you sell your kidney and buy the iPhone.
What? The scammers organization will never do that one. They will sell it to the organizations that, hospitals that actually does that, or like other organization that actually sells organs.
Exactly. That
In the black market. Yeah. Then from there, they will cut off your kidney, your heart, all your organs, and then you die.
Yeah, that's the reason why they being transferred to different organizations, because different organizations, they do different stuff.
Yeah.
And that's for guys. What about women? So for women, if they don't hit the KPI, or you all know what will gonna happen, is they might be forced to be a prostitute.
Normally, they will be sent to the prostitute massage parlor or whatever. And then if they cannot hit KPI there as well, then will be sent to all these organ transplant organization or blood donation.
You might ask at this point that why can't the government do anything to rescue them or even to wipe the place out? Well, it's very simple. There are no laws or any governance there. So there are some very wealthy businessmen working with the local warlord government behind the scene to take control of the whole organizations. So even though they are part of the country of Myanmar, but in reality, the country's government has no control over the areas of Golden Triangle. Yeah, exactly, which are under the control of the warlord government. So currently, United Nations, China and ASEAN are already forming a collaboration to deal with the scam and human trafficking cases, but there are still currently around 1,000 Malaysians still trapped in northern Myanmar. They can't get home, they can't get out.
Maybe most of them died already, we also don't know.
So yeah, it's really sad. So please, the best way to protect yourself is to read news. I really don't want any more Malaysians to be sent there, to being scammed there. So please protect yourself, read news, and make yourself aware of the latest trick that they use to trick people or to scam people. So please share this video to your friends and family. If you see anything about how to avoid being scammed, do share that as well.
Yes. To raise awareness.
Yes. And this is the least we could do as a tiny part of the society, just to spread awareness. If you see something good, just share them, including this video. And you could save lives by doing this. Number 3, one-time password OTP stealing. So nowadays, in order to improve the cybersecurity, a lot of services, especially banks and financial institutions, require two-factor authentication, at least in the form of an SMS message. So now we need OTP for everything. We need OTP to make any transaction. We also need OTP to log into our online bank account. So the purpose of the two-factor authentication is to enhance security by ensuring that even if someone has your password, they cannot access your bank account or any of your accounts without the OTP or the authentication code. So however, scammers have devised methods to deceive individuals into revealing the OTP. So they might pretend to be a bank, or they might say, well, I'm going to send you a verification code, and can you please just read it back to me to confirm your identity? So in reality,
it feels like the very famous movie right now that's still on screen in Malaysia.
Yeah, 孤注一掷. But in reality, they have already stolen your login credentials through another way, and they will need the code to access to your bank account. They will pretend to be a bank conducting the identity check, but in fact, they are getting the OTP to gain access to your bank account. And in a glimpse of seconds, your money is all gone.
The hackers that work for them is very good.
They are very smart actually, they are all the hackers.
It just takes them a few seconds.
Yeah, exactly. Or another way the scammers would do this is that the scammers may create a phishing site or fake website. So when you log into the phishing site, the scammer does not only capture your login credentials, but they also intercepts the OTP code sent to your phone. So when you enter your login ID, your password on the phishing site, well, it attempts to log into the legitimate bank website, and it triggers the OTP to be sent to your phone. So after you enter the OTP code into the fake phishing site, the scammers will then use both your login credentials and the OTP code to access your bank account and whatever account of yours, and they will transfer all your money out. So the lesson of the day, please never ever give away the OTP code. The bank or any other real organizations, they will never never request for your OTP code. Another thing too is make sure your bank you registered with has a very strong cybersecurity system, or to change your setting that no matter how much money you transfer, even if it's like 1 ringgit, always make sure you will need an OTP code to transfer the money.
Actually, a lot of the banks, they do have like a limit for you to do your bank transfer. You cannot transfer more than the amount of money all at once.
Yeah, or you can change the setting yourself. If you want the amount to be lower, like for example 500 ringgit for a day, you can change the setting by your preference. And I'm gonna share one very sad case. So one very sad tragedy. So I'm gonna share one very sad case or real story that just happened this year. So when a scammer pretended that he worked for Post Laju and he requested the person to give him the OTP code. Sounds weird, right?
Yeah.
The Post Laju, the postman request for
Yeah,
your
for
OTP
what?
code. Exactly. So the victim was actually very smart, that he noticed something was wrong, then he hung up the call immediately. And he was very smart also. He decided to check his bank account. But you know what? He later realized that 1 million ringgit withdrawal had been made without his authorization from his bank saving account. What? Imagine the scammers, they don't need the OTP code.
It's because HSBC has this voice verification. So I think when he was calling the person, they are using the AI thingy, and then they use voice verification for the OTP. I think that's the reason why they can actually take out the money.
Oh, okay. But yeah, this is only a theory. We don't really know what kind of technology the scammer actually used.
Yeah.
This is only our guess. This is only our opinion. Well, it was only a 14-second phone call, 1-4, with the scammer that they managed to transfer the money out of his bank account. So guys or girls, be extra careful to make sure you don't become the next victim. Yeah. Viewers, what we have mentioned just now are only 3 of the common ways that the scammers use nowadays. But of course, there are many ways that are commonly used by the scammer as well. So viewers, pay more attention when you do everything, read more news to make sure you are aware of what's happening around you, and most importantly, spread awareness to your parents, to your children, as they are always the group that are being targeted by the scammers.
Yeah, they'll always target the older ones or like the youngsters, because as in the teenagers, they do not come into contact with all these things so much. They are more like not so knowledgeable about all these things, not so experienced about all these things. Easy target lah.
Yeah, exactly. So make sure you share this video or you share any other thing you find online to your parents, to your friends, to your families, so that they are protected, they are aware of what's happening out there. So if and only if, we don't want this to happen, but if and only if you realize that you have been scammed, first thing to do, keep very calm, keep your sense together, share this with your family and friends so that they can help you. Yeah, and report to the police as well. Well, in most of the cases, people are too shy or too ashamed to tell the others that they have been scammed, but please do not do that. Share it with the others, as it's not really your fault that you have been scammed, but it's just because the scammers are now being too smart to play with your emotions and to play with your desire.
You know, the technology is too strong, it's too good right now, too advanced right now.
Exactly, they know how to use artificial intelligence to scam you.
Yeah, sometimes even when you are very, very careful already, but they still somehow can just hack into your account and still get all the
Exactly,
money.
so be extra careful. So the debaters, if you enjoyed the video, please give us a like and subscribe to our channel, and please do not forget to press the notification bell so that you will not miss out on any of our future videos. So the debaters, stay curious, stay open-minded, and stay excited for our next video. See ya!